In 100 days, I'm attempting to pull a truck for an ultra marathon. This is how we're gonna train to do that. First things first, this isn't the start of training. We've been training now for about 5 months leading up to this. So now we're kind of in those final 3 months of preparation. As some of you know, I'm training for CrossFit and the truck pull all at the same time. Today is a pretty big focus on leg endurance and pulling the sled. This is gonna be the exact structure of how I'm breaking down my training for the next 100 days so that we can pull this truck all the way from the macro cycle into the little micro cycles that we're doing weekly to make sure we're ready to go out and crush this. Today, we're going for a little bit shorter, maybe about 45 minutes of just heavy pulling. So, right now we're towing. As you can see, we're moving a lot slower with this high resistance setting than we're moving at 2.3 miles an hour. So heart rate's definitely gonna be a lot higher than what it would normally be on the truck pull, but the idea here is getting these muscles overloaded, and doing a few of these sessions as if they were my interval sessions on running. Same kind of concept. Is these are my hard runs, my over-paced runs, my sprints, my track work is right now. And then I do my zone 2, which is a lot closer to what the actual truck weight is. So then just get the time on the feet. So that's the breakdown of how it's going. But yeah, right now it's definitely 10 times harder than what the actual truck pull feels like. July in Arizona, which means it's hot as fuck out. One more dunk. Woo. 40 degrees right to go. Today's training plan falls out on that 90 days out part of our training. So we have a pretty big balance of focusing between truck pull and CrossFit.
Leg power focus. We're going power clean plus hang squat clean. Then we're gonna get into some heavy single front squats. That's the game plan for today's focus. And then we're gonna finish it out with a pretty gnarly cardio session.
Oh, it'll be interesting. Had the sled pull this morning. Seeing how the body's moving.
Why power cleans? The clean is just such a good way of showing explosive power, which we're gonna need in truck pull. And then 2, just like all that truck pull is leg strength, leg endurance. So that strength part is what we gotta nail. It's not like I can be an ultra runner, go out and do this. If we're going for the heaviest truck pull marathon, we gotta have some meat behind those legs.
But then we're also going to be doing a massive amount of cardio through these days to keep that aerobic fitness up for CrossFit. The idea behind it is we don't have as much time for all of the metcon, so as long as that my heart rate and my lungs are better than other people, that's what I think is going to work. becomes 60 days out. That's right around that time of Wodapalooza, so we'll be testing a lot of those workouts, but that's gonna be taking a lot of time off of that. Once Wodapalooza is over, we're switching to incredibly sport-specific training for the event at hand, which is a truck pull marathon. All focus on pulling the sled. That's where my time will be spent. It's not gonna be messing around doing ring muscle ups, bar muscle ups, handstand push-ups, because that's not gonna help me at the end of the day. What is gonna help me is being on that sled, getting miles for there. So that's that increasing volume portion of this training. Another little 30-minute segment we got going on. Best part about Arizona, it is 8 o'clock out and it's 101 degrees. Tonight was a little bit of speed session, just getting some extra time on the feet. And that was on a level 1 and just moving a little bit faster. We had Maggie out and Maple out, so just moving through, but it's 101 degrees out at 8:41 at night. Lovely. Finally, once we're 30 days out for it, we're in that kind of sweet spot for it. 1 week away from the truck pull is going to be a rest week. So you're now at 23 days left of this. That being said, for that first 23 days, the volume's going to be higher than ever. We're doing long endurance sessions. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're pulling a sled all the time with these endurance sessions. We'll still be doing a lot of biking sessions, running sessions, Stairmasters, and we're really focusing on keeping the body healthy. Getting an injury 30 days out is the worst possible thing we can do, so recovery is going to be at an all-time high. 3 months, that's your macro cycle. Plan it all out, then focus on the small mesocycles, which are just that 90, 60, 30, and then following it day by day, week by week, getting it and making sure that you have a plan if we're going to do these endurance things. That's the biggest thing with these when it comes down to it. The people who do good are the people who plan and have a structured training program. They're not just showing up to the gym every single day and just going, well, I feel like hitting this, so I'm gonna hit this. Plan your workouts, plan your training. That's what's gonna allow you to have more success in your endurance adventures. My name is Parker Fontecchio, and I'm pulling a truck for an ultramarathon, all to bring awareness to veteran suicide prevention. We're here to start a conversation about an issue that isn't talked about enough. 22 veterans commit suicide a day. We're about to go heavier, farther, longer than anybody has ever attempted before. The world's heaviest ultra is coming this November. Follow the journey, share the mission. Let's make this matter.